Look at this beauty. That subtle movement. If you want to transform your pickup truck, this is a 2016 Ford F-150 to make it look more premium, to make it more convenient, to add value when you want to sell it. I'm going to show you an accessory that you're going to love. Installing this automatic retractable step is much easier than it looks. I'm going to install it for you, show you the step-by-step process, and teach you about the features that make this accessory a very special one that you'll definitely want for your pickup truck. Welcome. Let's begin unboxing. This is how it arrives at your house, neatly packed in this box. Let's start opening it so you can see the components of the Wolfbox automatic retractable step, which will really change not only the appearance of your pickup truck, in this case the Ford F-150, but will also add value to it. The first thing we find is the instruction manual, so the installation is relatively easy, but just in case. They also include the instruction manual so you won't have any issues. And from what I can see, this comes packed in different boxes. You have 3 Wolfbox boxes. Where are all the components? And here, of course, that's why the box is this long, are the steps, the retractable running boards. There are 2, obviously. Let's open the big one first. And here we're going to find the motors, obviously with the bracket, with the metal coupling for the running board, the step, with its electrical connections and everything. And here what I see, obviously, is the metal mechanism. It comes with markings showing where it goes. It comes with the motor, obviously the connection, the cable that we're going to be installing. These are the other 2, which are the retractable steps. Each one will be operated by these 2 motors. And here we're going to open the other 2 boxes, which are smaller, where the rest of the components should be, the bolts and everything else. Let's see how interesting the connection is. We remove the protection. Here we have connectors. Here we have these are gloves. Look how nice the presentation is. They've thought of absolutely everything. And they even give you gloves so you can install it. In addition to that, tie wraps, plastic ties, so that no little cable is left out of place and everything is well installed. On top of that, some adhesive pads. Well, we're going to be looking at all of this during this video. And here we have more cables, each of the connections. Here we have bolts, washers, screws, a pair of brackets, and more screws. Well, there's a lot to fasten here. And in this little box, let's see what's inside. Here we have metal couplings. There are 4 of them. And here you already have all the components, the running boards, the steps, each retractable step, the mechanisms, cables, bolts, nuts, and screws. And we're going to install it. Let's start with the first motor. This is the mechanism, the passenger bracket. This comes coated with letters. This one will say DF, which means driver front, that is the front driver's side. And this is the passengers. And once you have put in the 4 screws, I'm going to give a general overview of the installation so you can keep it in mind. But all of this is perfectly detailed in the instructions. But once you put in these 4 screws, in order to keep moving forward in this video, put the 4 screws here and place the nuts on this bottom part. The instructions will clearly show you each of the nuts that comes packed. Well, the glove started to get in my way here, so I'll take it off because it'll be more effective without it. Here we're seeing how we tighten, how we screw on the nut. Now you have all 4, the first 4, mounted. And once you've put in all 4 bolts with the nuts, you take your tool and tighten each one of them. Once you have all 4 tightened, we move on to the next step. You have to hold the bottom part a little so the tool can do its job. And you do the same with all 4 points. And for the other 2, which are a bit harder to reach, what we do is use an extension so we can get there and tighten them without any problems. Now we take this part of the bracket, this is the back part. The back part goes with this metal coupling and we're going to assemble it here as well. And from the bag of screws, we're going to take out the 4 we need along with their nuts. We put the 4 screws in place and then proceed. We proceed with our extension tool to tighten each of the nuts. We're going to put all 4 of them in place there, and then we'll tighten them. Next, we grab the tool and tighten them individually. Very good. We've finished with the passenger side, the passenger step, and the mechanism with the motor. It's all assembled now. And the step movement mechanism also has its 4 bolts and 4 nuts in place. Let's do the same operation, but with the driver's side, driver front, the front driver's side mechanism, the motor, and the bracket, the coupling. We do exactly the same thing. We repeat the same operation with the screws and the nuts. All right, there we have them, both assembled, the front one, this is the passenger side, and the rear bracket. We'll install them now so you can see how easy it is. First, we'll put on the front one. We're going to use the cardboard from the box if you don't want to get dirty. If not, then it's no problem. But anyway, let's put it on from the bed and start the installation like that. And for the first installation, what we're going to use are 4 washers and 4 nuts. Once you've placed it here, obviously this has the factory studs, and you fit it onto each one of them. Some have 4, this truck has 3, so you only need to put on 3 washers. This one already has 2. Let's put on the last one. To move forward, I'm doing this for illustrative purposes so you can see how simple it is. I put the washer there, and now we move on to putting the nut on. And now, we're going to install the mechanism, the motor on the passenger side. Let's go! It already comes with the bolts. Let's say the screws that come from the factory. They're already there for you to attach the mechanism you've assembled in the back. And simply connect it, position it, and tighten it. Very well, and now we're going to install the mechanism. We've already installed the motor in the front part. Now we're going to install the one in the back. All of this is on the passenger side, and here we see the 3 screws that come out. This comes from the factory in your truck. That's how it is in this 2016 F-150. Some come with 3, others come with 4. That's why you might have 4, but that doesn't mean one is missing, no. Here we're going to use 3 because that's what comes from the factory. We just put them in place there. We proceed to put on the washers and the screws. And then you come over to the driver's side and basically repeat the same process. You grab your nuts, your washers, now you come with the little motor assembled and put together as I showed you at the beginning. The front part and the back part, and you simply put it in place and tighten it. It's as simple as that. Here we simply follow the same steps. Washer first, then the nut. We put it in place there and tighten it. Very good. It's already installed here. The one on the driver's side. This is the mechanism with the little motor. And back there we have the rear part, the bracket, the metal coupling on the rear part that goes with the driver's side assembly. And we had already done the installation. You can see it over there on the passenger side. All right. And when you finish installing the 4 points, the 4 pieces of the retractable system, what's left now is the wiring. But don't let the electrical part intimidate you, because it's not rocket science either. I mean, with an hour of your time, a bit of care and attention, this is actually easy to do. So let's open the engine cover. And we're going to do this from the battery. And basically what we're going to need here is the electronic control module, the main harness, and the battery. The first thing it tells you for the main harness is that you have to remove the fuse. You take off this little cover and pull it out. The fuse. Then you unroll the main harness. And each of these connections has a tag, a label, that will tell you where each one goes. This is the passenger side. The passenger side motor is the one that should be pulled toward the passenger side. These are the ones that go to the module, the electronic control module of your vehicle. And these are the cables that go to the battery. All right, the red one is positive, black is negative. And these others are the ones that send the signal. And of course, just like you have the passenger side one, you also have the cable for the driver's side motor, the motor on the driver's side. Then you just place it here wherever it's convenient for you. This one goes on the passenger side and you just put it in there because we're going to have to connect this one from underneath. And you just keep pulling the cable and then connect it from underneath. And here we continue with the passenger cable, which we ran through there under the engine cover. Now we've reached it down here. Then you take this other cable and connect it here. We connect it. This extra one here already comes pre-connected. It's the one that goes to the LED lights. The LED lights obviously should light up the step at night. Those connectors, as I said, are for the LED lights. And there are 4 of them, 4 small LED lights. And they come with their adhesive. Let's keep connecting this. After you've finished with the passenger one, the passenger cable. For the running board, the passenger step. There. We see the connections. Later, we're going to tie them up, let's say, with the plastic ties, the tie wraps. For the driver's side, which is the one we have here, these are the cables that go to the driver's side. You need to run these through. Lift the plastic pieces that are here, the clips, the plastic fasteners, so you can put it inside this slot and run them all the way to the other side, where we'll be connecting the cables here on the driver's side. And we're going to install the control module here. Then we'll secure it with a tie wrap through one of these holes. Down there, it's hard to see, but that's going to be the location. And these cables, they're the ones that will be connected to the control unit. Here's something important I noticed while doing the installation. And it's that this connector from the main harness, which has this split. At first, the cable wasn't long enough for me to connect the driver's motor. I connected the passenger side first, as you saw. And when I went to run the extension over to the driver's side motor, it wasn't long enough. And what happened was that I had it connected wrong, because the short one is supposed to stay on the passenger's side, and the long one, that's the one that connects to the driver's side. That way, it reaches perfectly. So if it happened to me and it happens to you, it's because of this small detail. And here, so you can see how the connection goes. Here you have the battery as a reference. Let's zoom in a little bit here so you can see it better. I had to put the control module here. And the cable, the one that goes to, remember, the one that goes to the passenger side motor, goes here. It goes underneath, and we find it underneath. All right. And the driver's side one, the driver's cables, we run them through here, and they come out here. So they drop down there, underneath. And to meet up underneath so you can make the connection to the power step mechanism, the retractable step, then you connect the battery, the red one to the positive, the black one to negative. And then you connect the negative. Then, we're going to connect the communication cable, the signal wire for when the door opens and closes. This is what will send the signal. So it works. The retractable step. And how is it done? Well, you have to remove this panel here. On this Ford F-150, we also have to remove. Let's open the lens here. We also have to remove this one here. And once we have this space, we lift the carpet and through this rubber, then connect it to the vehicle's OBD port. And that rubber I showed you over there, you just make a little hole in it. That's it. Now you can pass the cable through and see it. It comes out through here, through the little hole we made, and we route it toward the back, underneath the carpet, to connect it. OBD port. And once you take down the OBD port, to take it down, you have to use a tool to be able to take it down. It's relatively easy. Just look at the manual. Here, it's going to tell you where to connect these little wires in your pickup truck. In this one, the 2016 F-150, this is the wire you connect for the door open and door close signal. Now, another important detail. This is a 2016 pickup truck. On 2022 to 2026 Ford F-150 pickup trucks, the colors match. From the OBD port, so you can connect it directly here, I found a difference in the colors of this module. Therefore, here you might need the help of a meter to check and verify while you're connecting it correctly. If not, just ask an electrician for help, so they can help you do it. And once you have the connections, once you've determined the connection of the high and low wires, as indicated in the manual for the signal in the OBD port, you connect the splice connectors and tighten them with the pliers, as I'm showing you right now. and your connection is done, then you just put the port back in its place and screw it in where it goes. And that's it. After installation, we'll check for movement to ensure the mechanism works. We're nearly done, okay? So we open the door and there it is, it's working. Obviously, the one in the back will work once the loader is installed. In this
escalón es cuando se va a mover. El que tiene el motor es el de...
dressed. And let's see. Here it comes out, you close it. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go. In seconds, it settles into place. I want to say that the installation is working perfectly for us. The same should happen on the other side. In this part, we do the same. There we see how the running board came out. We close it, and the retractable function should pull it back in. Perfect. It's beautiful. I'm going to love this. How is this 2016 F-150 going to look? Now we're going to install the tie so it looks nice, the plastic ties, and so the connection looks neater. We'll do that later. Can it be done after installing the bars, the steps? And for this, I've already put in some of the screws. Basically, you're going to put 4 screws on this side and 4 on the other side. It's the same. Here we've already put in these 3. You slide it. And here we already have the other 4 installed, and now we can hang the steps. The door has to be open so that the mechanism connected to the motor can come out. This one can be moved manually, but we're going to install it, and then we fasten it with the washers and nuts in the 4 holes that we see there on each side. You place it on both sides and fasten the 4 screws with the nuts, and that's how it's installed. Then I'm going to install the LED lights, which are the ones that add that extra touch. Nice, luminous, for when it opens and closes. You'll especially notice it at night. You clean a bit with a cloth, paper towel, or some alcohol, that surface so everything gets installed properly there.
Aquí estamos conectando.
The LED light, and here we have a little light, that comes with an adhesive that goes down here. And I'll show you, look, on the bottom part, underneath. Once you tie everything up with the plastic ties, the tie wraps, that's where the connection with the motor stays. All right, and you place them. You go to the back, on the passenger side, and wherever you think is best, you can put your ties. The installation is now complete on both the driver's and passenger's side steps, and you can see the result. I really like how it turned out. It looks like it came from the factory. It doesn't look like an aftermarket add-on. Look how good it looks. Look how well it works. That subtle movement. Really, after you install it, it's a gratifying moment, right? I mean, you realize you've made an investment for your pickup truck. Let me remind you, this pickup truck is 10 years old. It's not new. Yet look at how it stands out, looks more premium, and fits in, as I mentioned before. It looks like it came with a factory retractable step. But no, we just installed it on a Ford F-150. So if you have one like this, or a newer one, it could be a 2022-2026. This one is a 2016, and look how it turned out. All right. If you're interested in the Wolfbox automatic step for your pickup truck, it's a step that can hold up to 600 pounds. It gives it style. It makes it more convenient. For older people who have trouble getting into a truck like this, well, that problem is solved with a step. Retractable. And it's also very convenient, very practical, and it will add value when you decide to sell your pickup truck. This will add value, this will impress the buyer, so it's a great investment, convenient, and it looks really good. Take a look at the description where I have a link. There's a special discount there. You'll see the price, you'll see how you can get it in the link that's in my description. Check it out. So, what do you think? Would you like to have this kind of accessory? Did you like it?
¿Crees que es algo?
Could you take advantage of it? Well, let me know all your comments down in the comment section of this video. For now, that's all. Sending you a big hug. Bye.